Okay, so to start with our meditation, you can either put your palms facing up on your legs, or one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly, just to connecting with your heart and your breath. Let's just start by breathing in through our nose and out through our nose. Each breath becoming a little bit longer. And as you connect with your breath, just begin to connect with your heart. And ask your heart, how are you feeling today? Are you feeling any negative emotions? Did any circumstance of the day or of the week cause any sort of stress or negative emotion in your heart? And just begin to become aware of that emotion or that thought. Proverbs 4:23. So above all, guard the affections of your heart, for they affect all that you are. Pay attention to the welfare of your innermost being, for from there flows the well springs of life. So today we're just going to connect with our heart as we go into our flow, noticing the emotions that we are feeling, and just noticing as well what our affections are on today, our desires. Just becoming aware, where is our heart focused? With each breath, just allowing those emotions, those negative feelings or circumstances that have built up in your heart, to just lay it down, let it go with each exhale. And with each inhale, receiving more of the love of God, setting your focus and your affection on Him today. Setting your heart's eyes on Jesus and His truth for you today in whatever you are facing. And I just want you to create a mantra or a declaration with your breath, with whatever it is that you are needing to let go of and lay down before the feet of Jesus. For example, on each inhale, you can say, I receive your triumphant and unconditional love. And on your exhale, I choose to let go of striving. I receive your unconditional, triumphant love. And I let go of striving. Or if your heart is saying something else today and letting go of something else, you can just use that as your mantra. staying in this place of keeping our eyes on Jesus and keeping our breath long and deep, we're going to start staying kneeling. We're just going to start with some cactus arms on our inhale. So it looks like this. Inhale, looking up slightly, opening up that heart space. And on your exhale, you're going to sweep your arms forward and stretch your shoulder blades apart, bringing your chin to your chest. So let's do that 5 times, and you can go at your own pace with your breath. So inhale, open up cactus arms, spreading your fingertips apart. Exhale, palms together, spreading the shoulder blades, chin to chest. 4 more times. Three. Inhale, 4. And 5. Bringing your arms down to your side. You're going to bind your hands behind your lower back, palms together. Inhale, that same feeling, opening up your chest, slightly looking up. A slight back bend. And exhale, bring your hands to your right side, your right hip. Try to make sure your shoulders are nice and down. Don't let them scrunch up. Deep inhale again. And on your exhale, you're just going to drop your head to the right. Stay looking forward. Drop the side of your head to the right, same side as your hands. So you can just feel that side stretch in the neck, the left side of the neck. Breathe. On your next inhale, you're going to bring your arms back again behind you, again doing a slight back bend, opening up the heart. Inhale and exhale. Bring your hands to the other side, your left hip. Inhale, exhale, drop your head to the left. With each breath, just letting a little bit more tension go. Remembering your intention, your intention today. Inhale, come up, lifting your hips up onto your knees. Hands behind you, same motion, you're just up. And exhale, drop your hands, shake it out. Bring your palms down to the mat and come to a tabletop position. So remembering in tabletop, we want our hands under our shoulders, shoulder width apart, and knees under our hips. So you have a nice flat table, 90 degrees. And we're just going to start to do some cat and cows with our breath. So inhale, you're going to look up slightly, opening up your chest, squeezing your shoulder blades behind you. And exhale, you're going to come to cat. So spreading the shoulder blades apart, bringing your chin to your chest, creating that round arched back. So the importance in this class, doing these cat and cows, is we really want to focus on our heart space, right? So it's not so much the pulling of your tailbone or your pelvis. We want to focus really on stretching the shoulder blades, either pulling them back together on our cow, on the inhale, and on the cat, pulling them apart, pushing down into the mat with our palms and fingertips, okay? So let's do that 3 times, going with your breath. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cats. 2 more times. Last time. And then you're gonna slowly come into cow and slowly begin to sit back onto your feet. It's kind of like a little squat. Stretching your arms forward, coming into a child's pose. So you can bring your forehead down to the mat. We're going to try to keep our knees open to just get a little bit more of that heart opening stretch, opening up the heart space. Connecting again with setting your affections on Jesus and allowing Him to just replace anything that you're feeling that is not of Him, that is negative, stress related. Just giving those to Him and allowing Him to replace it with His unconditional love. Keep your palms where they're at. Inhale. You're going to slowly roll up, having that cat-like arch feeling. And exhale, roll back down. Inhale, come to the left side. So reaching your hands over to the left as far as you can with your arms straight. Keep your forehead down. And just really feel that side stretch in the side of your right body. Try to take 3 breaths in each position that we go in today. On your next inhale, coming back to the center. And inhale, coming to the other side, your right side. Feeling that side stretch in the left side body. On your next inhale, coming back to center. Now you're going to lift your hips up, bringing your hips above or the same line as your knees. And then you're going to melt your heart down to the ground, stretching your arms forward in front of your shoulders. You can either put your forehead down on the mat, or if you want to feel it a little bit more in your shoulders and the back of your shoulders and the back of your heart, you can look up. Puppy dog pose or melting heart. I also really like here to take blocks if you have any blocks, or you can use books if you don't have blocks, and just place your elbows like this on the block, bringing your head in the middle, hands in prayer, and that just helps to open up the heart space even a little bit more. Stretch the shoulders. You can even do these prayer hands, prayer mudra in your child's pose to connect a little bit more with your heart and your intention. Breathe. And then, after taking 3 breaths, you can put the blocks to the side, slowly come up. Coming up onto your knees again. We're going to come into gate pose. So we're going to come into gate pose. We're going to take the right leg, stretch it out to the side, and then you want your toes pointed forward. So a nice line directly from your hip out. Inhale, bring your arms up. And exhale, you're going to fold over to the right side, the same side as the leg that's stretched out. And just stretch that top arm, your left arm, as far as you can over, all the way out through your fingertips, feeling that line of energy. Breathe. Inhale, come back to center. Palms touch. Exhale, fold to the other side. You can either come onto your fingertips or you can put your palm down and just find a sort of flat line all the way from your foot on the ground all the way out through your fingertips. Breathe. If you need to begin exhaling out of your mouth, you can do that. Let out a little bit of heat. Inhale back up. Exhale, you're going to fold forward. Try to fold at your hips. Stretch your arms out in front of you just like a child's pose. Breathe here for a sec. Now bring your left palm under your left shoulder. So you're just going to scooch it back right under your left shoulder. Inhale, lift up with your right hand, your right arm to the sky, looking up. Exhale, you're going to thread the needle. So thread it through to the other side, palm facing up. And you're just going to walk your left hand forward. So stretch your left arm out to the front. You can stay like that. If you want to feel it even a little bit more, you can look forward, bringing your chin to the mat. You can feel the twist a little bit more. Breathe. On your next inhale, bring your left palm back under your shoulder. Lift it up and drop it down. Palms, hands right under your shoulders. We're going to use a little core strength, so make sure that your core is engaged. You're going to inhale, lift your right foot up off the ground, and slowly bring it behind you, squaring the hips down towards the mat. You can point your toe, or you can activate your foot by not just pointing, but also flexing your toes as you're pointing. That's my favorite one to do. Feel all the action in there. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to curl, feeling that cat back again, knee to nose. And release. Inhale, come back up onto your knees. Just bring your hands to your heart center, palms together. Prayer mudra. You guys feeling good? Yeah? Okay, we're going to go to the other side. So gate pose again. This time, left leg stretching out. Remember, toes facing forward. Planting the sole of your feet firmly down into the ground. Connecting with your breath and your intention today. Setting your affections on Him. Knowing that everything comes from our hearts and our connection with Him, with His love, that everything is from Him and everything is for Him. So on your next inhale, reach your arms to the sky. And exhale, fold over your left side. So the same side as the leg stretching out. Keeping your torso forward, don't let it fall over. Stretch your arm all the way out through your fingertips. Inhale, back to the middle. And exhale, fold to the other side. Again, you can come onto your fingertips or to your palm. Slightly looking up, stretching all the way through your fingertips. And inhale back to center. And exhale, forward fold, folding at your hips. Stretching your hands forward. Creating sound with your breath helps to connect. On your next inhale, bringing your right palm under your right shoulder and left arm to the sky. Exhale, thread the needle, palm facing up. Walk your right hand forward, stretching your right arm as far as you can. Staying here or taking your chin to the mat, looking forward. On your next inhale, bring your palm back under your shoulder. Lift your arm up to the sky and release. And then we're gonna use our core again. So make sure that your palms are firmly planted onto your mat, fingertips spread, fingers spread, fingertips firm on the mat. Inhale, lift your foot, your leg up, and bring it around, squaring your hips down to the mat. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, squeeze. And knee back down. Coming back onto your knees. Taking a deep breath. Feeling that stretch. You guys feeling good? Yeah? Okay. So, coming back to tabletop. Hands under your shoulders, knees under your hips. Everything squared up. You're going to tuck your toes, putting your toes down onto the mat. Inhale, lift your hips up to the sky. Exhale, push your heart as far back as you can, opening up your heart space, your shoulders. If you need to take a bend in your knees, you can, because that will allow you to push your heart a little more open back towards your feet. And just begin to walk out your feet. Feeling it in the back of your legs, shoulders. Inhale, lift your heels up off the mat, coming onto your toes. And exhale, bring your heels to the right, bending your right leg, opening up that left hip, feeling the stretch in your left hip. Inhale, heels back up to center. Push back. Exhale to the left, bending your left knee and feeling the stretch in your right hip. Inhale back to center. heels up. Exhale, come to bear pose. So you're just gonna bend your knees so they're hovering over your mat. Inhale, back to down dog. Push your heels down. Inhale. Lift your heels. Exhale, bear. One more time. Heels down. Inhale, heels up. Exhale, bear. Look forward and inhale, step your feet forward, coming to a forward fold. Just sighing it out, moving your legs around a little bit. Slightly bend your knees, and on your inhale, start to roll up. Palms together, exhale, hands to heart center. Whew. Just sit here for a second. Allow your blood to go back down since we were upside down for a little while. So we're gonna go into a flow. So it's gonna be we're gonna do it 3 times. Basically just like a sun salutation, but a little bit different and a little bit shorter. And we're gonna change it up each time. So just follow me and you'll be good. Okay, so I'm trying to think. For this first one, we're gonna do just like we did in the beginning, on our knees, the cactus arms, bringing them forward, okay? So you can either do that on your inhale, just standing in mountain pose like this. And exhale, pull your shoulder blades apart, palms together. Or if you want to feel a little bit more in your legs, you can come into chair pose, bringing your weight onto your heels, so you could lift your toes up if you needed to. Doing that same motion. So let's do that 3 times. You can either stay in mountain or come into chair. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, palms together. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, palms together, chin to chest. Inhale, cactus. Exhale, palms together. And then you're just gonna fold over, stretch your knees, coming into that forward fold. Shake it out. You can grab your elbows and shake back and forth, left and right. Shake your head yes. And we're just gonna do an open twist right here. So bring your right palm in the middle of your mat, right under your face. You're gonna have a slight bend in your right knee. Inhale, bring your left hand to the sky. Opening up that heart space again, feeling the twist. Inhale. Exhale, hand down, and switch sides. Inhale up. And exhale down. Coming into your forward fold, you're gonna bring your hands onto your shins right below your knees. Stretch your back flat, looking forward in front of you. Halfway lift. We're gonna stay here for a few breaths. Really just feel your shoulders pulling back, your shoulder blades pinching together like if they were pinching a penny. Opening up that front side of the chest. Breathe. And exhale, forward fold. Bend your knees. Inhale, roll all the way up, back to standing. Palms together, exhale, hands to heart center. So, I forgot to do before we started that flow, I wanted to teach you guys a breath work or a breath exercise that is called the breath of joy. So, to bring more energy and joy into your heart space, it goes like this. So just watch me first. We'll do it 3 to 5 times. You feel how many times you want to do it. So to this breath, there's 3 inhales and then an exhale. So it goes like this. You're in mountain pose. You go inhale, 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 exhale, down. And then back up. So it's like, okay? Ready? Okay, so 3 to 5 times. You feel how many you want to do. When you're done, just come back to mountain pose, okay? Ready? Here we go. Inhale, hands up. And exhale, keeping your palms together. Bend your elbows so your palms come behind your back. You can feel the stretch in your arms, your armpits. Inhale, look up, palms together. Exhale, keeping your palms together, bringing them to heart center. You're gonna bend into chair pose. Remember to keep your weight on your heels. Inhale. Exhale, you're gonna take a twist, bringing your right elbow to your left knee. Look up. Breathe. Stay strong in your legs. Inhale back to center. Exhale, twist to the other side. Left elbow to the right knee. Inhale back to center. And exhale, release. Stretch your legs out and shake them out. I know that was burning. Woo. Come back into your halfway lift. Looking forward. And down, forward fold. Bend your knees, inhale, roll all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart center. This time, we are going to do like we did in the beginning again, grabbing our hands together behind our back, palms together. You feel more of the stretch with your palms together. It's a little bit cheating if your hands are separated, but that's okay if you don't have the mobility. One step at a time. So you're gonna inhale, look up, open up the chest space, heart space. Remembering your mantra or your declaration, allowing yourself to be full of love. Love for yourself, because you cannot give what you don't already have. To love others well, you must love yourself. Love Jesus in you. Inhale and exhale, fold forward, keeping your hands behind your back, letting them come above your head. And then you're gonna bend your right knee, bring your right shoulder to your right knee, doing a little bit of a twist again, opening up the heart space. Inhale back to center. Exhale, switch sides. Left shoulder to your left knee. Inhale, back to center. And exhale, drop your hands. Shake it out. Connecting to your breath. Allowing the breath to create more space and more energy in every part of your body, but especially the heart space right now. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your palms down beside your toes, and you can jump or step back into plank. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Just hold your upward dog for a moment. Squeeze your shoulder blades back in together. Keep your shoulders down away from your ears. Look slightly up. And exhale, lift your hips up. Downward facing dog. Walk it out. Stretch your heart back as far as you can again, really pushing into your palms. At the same time, causing your chest to go back towards your feet. And coming onto your knees, back to tabletop. How are you guys feeling? Good? Okay, we're coming into the last part, so we're gonna do camel pose now. You guys know camel pose? Yeah, did we do camel pose? So there's a few different options here. You can either put your fingertips down on your lower back, or you can turn it the other way with your fingertips up. I prefer it that way because I feel like it opens the heart space even more. Like it allows your shoulders to go back together a little bit more. And then deep inhale. Exhale, you're gonna start to slowly go back. You don't want your hips to follow you. You wanna try to keep your hips over your knees. Deep breaths. One more breath. And slowly come back. Back down. Coming onto your belly. We're gonna do a Sphinx pose. So bring your elbows directly under your shoulders. Palms flat, fingertips spread wide. You're gonna kind of feel like this pulling motion just slightly, like you're pulling your arms back, your elbows in, and your shoulder blades back and down. So you're really opening up the heart space at the same time, feeling that back bend in your lower back. Breathe 3 breaths using your mantra. I receive your triumphant, unconditional love, and I let go of striving. Inhale and exhale, release, coming back down onto your belly. We're gonna do locust pose, kind of like a Superman, but we're going to do that same motion, opening up our chest a little bit more, interlacing our hands behind our back. When you're ready, on your inhale, lift your chest up, squeeze your legs together. You don't want them to fly open. Squeeze them together, lift up, open up that heart space. Feel the energy in your body. Inhale and exhale, release. Rolling onto your back, we're gonna go into bridge pose. If you have a block, you can put it in between your thighs to help you squeeze your legs together. If you don't have a block, just make sure that you're squeezing your legs together as you're lifting your hips up. We don't want them to separate. Okay, so placing our hands down by our side, palms on the ground, firmly planted, the soles of our feet firmly planted on the ground. And you're gonna connect back to your breath. Squeezing your thighs together. And exhale, release. So now we're gonna go back up into bridge pose, or I wanna give you the option to be able to do a different posture. So I really like this next posture because it squeezes your upper body, your shoulders and chest and everything, but when you roll back down out of the pose, it's a really nice massage on your spine. So what you're gonna do, place your palms down, hands down on the ground, lift your feet up to the sky, and on your inhale, lift your hips up, keeping your legs straight. Bring your toes all the way back down behind you. So your toes, if you can, if it's accessible, you're gonna reach them down to the ground. Interlace your fingers together, palms together, and extend your arms. Taking a few breaths here. Plow pose. So to come out, you're gonna undo your hands. Tuck your knees by the side of your head. So your knees are bent. And you're gonna slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll down, down, contracting your abdominals until you're all the way back down to the ground, laying flat. Laying down on your back. On your next inhale, bring your knees to your chest. Squeeze them into your chest. Inhale and exhale, release your left foot, your left leg down to the ground. And take another deep inhale, and on your exhale, you're gonna cross your right knee over to the other side of your body. Your right arm's gonna extend out to the side and look to the right, so you get this nice supine twist. And then you're gonna inhale, bring both your knees back to your chest. This time, exhale, release your right leg down to the ground. Inhale and exhale, cross your knee over to the left side of your body. Left arm extends out, looking to the left. Keep your shoulder rooted down into the ground. Get that nice twist. Breathe. Remember your mantra or your declaration today. And inhale, coming back to center. Exhale, release. We're gonna go into savasana. So if you have your bolster, your pillow, your rolled up blanket, or your blocks, one facing this way for your head, one in the middle, behind your heart, we're just gonna open up our heart space to receive a little bit more for our ending meditation. Again, you can place your hand on your heart, or you can just lay them by your side to receive a little bit more. Whenever you're ready in your pose, just begin to connect to your breath again if you haven't already. With each breath, just becoming aware of the love of God that surrounds you right now in this moment. With each inhale, just imagining the air being His love, filling your chest cavity all the way down to your belly. As we learned, the Sanskrit word for the heart chakra is Anahata. And the meaning was unstruck, or that which cannot be destroyed. I just want to read over you Romans 8, the Passion Translation, verses 38 and 39. So now I live with the confidence that there is nothing in the universe with the power to separate us from God's love. I'm convinced that His love will triumph over death, life's troubles, fallen angels, or dark rulers in the heavens. There is nothing in our present or in our future circumstances that can weaken His love. There is no power above us or beneath us, no power that could ever be found in the universe that can distance us from God's passionate love, which is lavished upon us through our Lord Jesus, the Anointed One. Jesus, I thank you for your love, that you loved us so much that you were willing to die on that cross so that we could be healed, that we could be reconnected with you, that we could have abundant life in you, Jesus. And as we learned everything about the heart chakra, the place that is unstruck and cannot be destroyed, we just receive your love as our truth upon our heart today. Set your seal upon our hearts, Lord. That your love is abundant life. It is everything and cannot be destroyed. That your love is our protection, our breastplate of righteousness. Your love is everything. So we receive your love. We choose to see ourselves and our life, everything that we face, through the filter, through the lens of your love. We choose to see people in our lives through the lens of your love. That your love, when we receive it and when we give it to others, is what brings life, what brings healing, brings harmony, balance, and peace, reconciliation, and clarity. So we receive that today and we thank you, Lord. In your name, amen. Whenever you're ready, you can stay here a little bit longer if you want, or you can begin to come back into your body and your breathing. wiggling your fingers and your toes, and slowly opening up your eyelids, coming back into the room. Thank you for joining me today.